Hi everyone. Today this video is surreal, and since we just wanted to share our experience of how we got the coronavirus, and now if we look back, so it's a kind of a disbelief that we really got it, and how we got it, and what was our experience and all that. We have been trying to do it from quite some time now, but since the whole family was infected and it was a very tough time how we had dealt with it, so we will share our experience today.
Hi everyone. So my first experience with corona was different than the other which I read on internet. The first symptom which I got was very minor and I thought okay maybe it's just a symptom of common cold and cough or indigestion, but I had a really bad gastroenteritis attack after my dinner. I thought maybe it's just a indigestion something like that, so I just took my pain killer pills and just went for sleep. Then the next day what happened was extraordinary symptom which I had started having a very bad headache. Then the headache stretched to the whole body pain, back pain, everywhere. So I had to literally take 4 painkillers because the pain was unbearable. It was really bad. And after some time, as usual, I started having a throat ache, and the throat ache turned into a fever. So
Actually,
that's how the symptoms of mine
it's a
were
very
going.
bad thing, and we are very happy and glad that finally government has given us some relief through the vaccine, and hopefully it will start in another 15 days or so. But we want to share this experience because we want others to get some help out of it. We want to give benefit to others just in the sense of awareness, and it was quite long pending. So both of us got infected in the family first, and in fact how we got it, from where did we get it, this is still not, we are not very sure about it. Those days what was happening, that I was going to my office from 6th of June. I started going out to my work, and then after few days, like, it was too boring sitting at home, and past 6-7 months we were constantly at home. So there was a lot of weight gain that happened to both of us. So since when the gyms reopened, that was somewhere in the end of August. So we decided to join the gym. Although the gym
The gym
management,
was following all the norms and safety
it was a
standard
new
norms.
gym, yeah, it was a
Yeah.
new gym. So they were following.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they
please.
were following all the safety norms of the COVID-19, which were like a temperature check, sanitization on the doorstep, also noting down the temperature as
Plus, they
well.
were also noting the SPO2.
Yeah.
They were sharing their sanitization videos with us every day.
Yeah.
And I don't want to reveal the name of the gym, otherwise it is not a very good thing, because anyways we had a very bad experience there. So somehow
Keeping the privacy aside, and we just don't want
I
to
remember
name
the
them.
I remember the date. It was I think it was
It was
23rd of September.
28 September.
23rd of September.
We got the symptoms starting from 23rd, then we got some detected on 28 September exact.
23rd of September, I went to office. I came back home with a very heavy head. I was feeling very tired and fatigued, and I had a very peculiar headache, which has never ever happened to me. And then I had high fever, very high fever, temperature, and so that was the alarm for me, because past I generally don't have fever very soon. I have a good immunity, touch wood, but I generally don't have fever very soon. And that day it was a very bad fever. In the middle of the night, I had to get up and have the paracetamol, which somehow didn't work. Neither the medicine, the fever went, neither the headache went. And then again the second day, I again had the medicines, like I had that paracetamol 500. There were other medicines also I was having for headache and all that, but I did not have the energy to go to office, so I just called them up and said that I need medical leave for today. But then I was consulting one of my doctors, a physician. She told me that
it's mandatory to get a COVID
yeah,
test.
We have to rule out the COVID first,
purpose.
because it had been 3 days that I was having fever and chills in the body, and it was somehow I was not getting relief, and somewhere in the back of my mind I had a feeling that it is COVID. So both of us were advised, and in fact the entire family was advised to go for a COVID test. So generally our symptoms, I think both of us had the same symptoms. So let's talk about the symptoms. They were fever, cough, cold, chills, headache, very bad headache, a very peculiar kind of a headache, gastroenteritis. Then it was fatigue, exhaustion, sweating. So all this it was like both of us had very similar kind of symptoms.
We had Okay, so let's talk about the test. So the first, as advised by the doctor, we just had that rapid antigen test, and the
So
moment
all four of us went
the
for the
moment,
test.
yeah. So the moment, you know, that the
They
person
take
who was
a
there,
nasal swab.
yeah. So the nasal swab was absolutely, it brought
It was
tears.
disgusting.
It was disgusting,
It
and
was
it
disgusting.
literally, it was like if somebody is putting a bullet and you just dodged a bullet. So we had that rapid antigen test, and the moment he just put it in that swab, he said, "Are you having fever or something throated like that?" I said, "Yes, you are COVID positive." With
Yeah,
that
so
one
no,
symptom.
no. So that swab test, once it was done, it took around 20 minutes. We were sitting there, and they had put that sample in that rapid antigen test kit, and all four of us were tested. But unfortunately, like, we were very very scared, and there is a kind of a psychological thing attached to COVID. So we were scared that we might be positive or we might be negative, but somewhere, it was very very clear in the back of my mind that I am positive. So the test results came, and both of us had tested positive. But fortunately, that day my son and my husband were tested negative for the COVID. So
Yeah.
that was a relief. So we came back home,
And we quickly isolated ourselves.
we isolated ourselves to the first floor of the house, and what we did was that we maintained a complete distance from, like, two of us were upstairs, isolated. Two of my family members, my husband and my son, were in the downstairs, and they were doing everything by themselves. So but
We had set up our own mini kitchen, although we were just
We were
completely
doing
following
everything.
everything. We were just keeping our utensils aside, as we were not sharing anything, and we were just having our own kitchen. We were cooking our meals. We were not dependent on our father and brother, so that they don't get the disease and symptoms from us. That was the main reason.
But there was a very good thing managed by the government. We were constantly getting calls from the administration. There were in fact so many calls that we used to get
They
since
used
from
to
morning to
daily
evening.
track us.
And we used to get the call from the COVID control room, that is from the Yogi government control room. And every day they had asked us to
Join
make
the
a
Zoom
journal.
meeting as well.
No, we made a journal for ourselves, where in the morning as well as in the evening we had to give them the fever, the temperature record, the SpO2 record, which should be, see, the SpO2
They
is
were
a very
daily
important thing.
tracking our SpO2, our body temperature. Also, they were constantly asking us, "Are you having any breathing problem? Are you having any, difficulty in your health and all that? So just please inform us right away. Or if you're having this, you are the ambulance is
Yeah,
available."
so UP government has done an excellent work, a commendable job. So I really want to congratulate them for that, and they're still doing it. It's
Most
not
important
easy.
thing is when you realize, okay, you're COVID positive, they don't let you panic. They in fact, encourage that you can go through it. It's just a minor symptom, and they really guide you absolutely well. The doctor
And the
allotted
doctors
by
were
us.
so good. We had given a personal doctor for every patient in the zone. There is a designated government doctor. So in our case,
Each and every area,
we had
basically.
Dr. Akansha. She was a very very helpful doctor. She used to call us up every day, morning and evening, and she visited us twice. She gave us all the medicines, she gave us the instructions. So let me just quickly tell you about the medicines that we were given, although like it was totally as per our condition and our body type, so it is not something that everybody should take, but I'm just talking about the medicine that was given to us.
Basically, number one was
It was
multivitamins, very important.
It was azithromycin, then calcium, multivitamins, B complex, zincovit. Then there was one Swasari Vati, which was like we were having it on ourselves. Vitamin C, vitamin D3, which was given once a week, and in the entire day, at least 3 to 4 times, we were having the Ayush Kada. We were advised to have very light food.
During night.
Yeah, especially in the
During
night, because she had very mild symptoms, but I had like, it was moderate. Symptoms were moderate. I was having shortness of breath also. I was having temperature. So it was little scary for me. I panicked a bit also in the beginning, but then since the doctors were very good, they were constantly giving us emotional support as well. So we were advised for the light food, especially at night, so that the shortness of breath doesn't happen due to gas or suffocation and all that. Then we were advised to do gargle at least 3 to 4 times in the whole
Just
day.
to keep your throat clear, basically, all the cough.
And no, it was also for the virus, so that because the virus somehow it is entangled here, so the virus should go. And apart from that, vaporizing, we were giving a
we were constantly steaming every hour to keep our lungs clear.
Yeah.
So that was the main motive of steaming.
We were putting there are these carbol capsules, gives a very minty kind of a smell, so we were doing the steaming through that. We were having this haldi wala doodh every day at night, which is a very good thing. It is kind of
It
a
will
healer.
heal all your wounds or any
Heals every sort of
any
infection.
Infection as well, the
Any
main thing.
any infection as well as any like
It's called the magical
viral
Indian milk, so that it can heal all your wounds, all the infection you're having in your body. That's
virus and
the
bacteria
most
also. It is
natural
supposed to be.
remedy ever.
Yeah. So all meals were very light. Activity was down, and we were doing breathing exercises every day in the morning.
Soaking the sun daily, lots of vitamin D.
And we were like without not a single day we skipped having this coconut water and any sort of citrus juice which is full of vitamin C, as well as like we were having this
Eggs.
what we were having,
Protein
yeah, a very
intake.
high protein intake we were taking. So all this basically it is all about the immunity which you have to build for your body.
Yes,
So that
absolutely.
once you have a good immunity, so the automatically the virus goes away. The body itself is fighting. In this COVID act, there is no treatment, there is nothing till date. So it is your own body system, your own immunity, which will fight the disease and you will get virus free. So now, what were our takeaways from this whole experience that we had? Coming to experience part, the very bad thing that happened to us
was we got panic, I think.
no, we panicked initially, but the thing was that while the treatment was going on and we were recovering also, a week had gone, my husband started getting very bad symptoms. And I was pretty sure that even he has developed COVID, but somehow he was hesitant to go and get the test done. But that was the scariest part of our family, that since the beginning I was scared that he should not get it because of his comorbidities, that is, he is a diabetic, he is a high blood pressure patient and all that, but somehow both my son and my husband, both of them were again on the 2nd of October.
Yes,
They were
exactly.
diagnosed positive, they were tested positive, and then that is the rest about my husband. That will be a separate video that I'll make because it's a very that's a history. That's a very long story, a very long chapter about how the whole family had battled literally the COVID. So that we'll make a separate video about how my husband had dealt with it. The most difficult part of COVID that we experienced in this 2020. Our takeaways for the COVID is, yeah, you start with yours. What is your takeaway?
My takeaway was like what I mean, like be positive. You have to be positive. You need to make in mind, okay, I can get through this. My health is well. I need to, take care of my health, be good with my diet and all that. Basically, these minor things, when they come together, they contribute a lot in fighting that COVID.
So yeah, even my takeaways is that first of all we should not panic, although it's a very natural thing. COVID बीमारी ही ऐसी है कि इसका सुनते ही once you get to know that you are tested positive, तो automatically that panic
oh my
comes.
God, I have COVID.
And but the UP government, as I said, is doing a very good job. So there is a number, I'm not sure, maybe I'll share it later. So the number was given to us. There is a whole separate thing that they have done by the name of COVID marshals, which give the people like us who get a little bit of paranoia, who are panicked about the thing. So they give us mental counseling for COVID. So even we were given that numbers that if there is any problem, we want to clarify the facts or something, you can just get in touch with them. Otherwise, we have to be very positive. We have to be very strongly, somewhere in the mind, we have to think very strongly that we will get out of it. We will be disciplined about our food, about our diet, about our exercises. The breathing exercises are very important. And one thing very important that I forgot to share, my daughter didn't have any of that symptom, but the first thing that hinted me that I am
no smell, no taste.
that I had anosmia, it is called anosmia. My sense of smell had disappeared completely. I could not smell anything. And everything tasted a very peculiar taste. If I was having water, it was tasting sweet. I was having normal food also, if I was having like dal, chawal or anything, so the dal was tasting to me too much of salt. Everything was giving me a very peculiar very peculiar taste it was giving. So that is the first sign that you get to know that definitely there is something very wrong going inside.
Yeah, I didn't have that symptom at all.
So she didn't have that symptom of smell, and till date it has been almost 3 months, my sense of smell has not come back. We have to still take precautions, mask, sanitization and the social distancing. As past 1 year we are getting to hear about it, that is still very important. because that is the only thing we can safeguard ourselves from this very very deadly virus. And trust me guys, it is very very bad. It is not a good thing, or like people have आजकल क्या हुआ है that the scare has gone somehow. लोगों को डर का डर खत्म हो गया है. Yeah, and they are thinking that अच्छा अब तो वैक्सीन आ गया है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, we will वैक्सीन लग जाएगा. But it is a very bad thing. We have gone through the worst. My family personally has gone through the worst. So जब तक आप लोग बचे हैं, it is good that you stay away from it. So please take the precautions, that is the mask, the sanitization, and maintain social distance as long as you can. And one more thing that we should not demotivate others. People who are having COVID, जो generally हो रहा था that time when we had gone through the whole this whole COVID thing, that is in September, that कोई अगर family is diagnosed of COVID तो उनको बिल्कुल corner कर दिया जा रहा था. The neighbors were not coming. Nobody was talking to us.
COVID, people create as a taboo. Okay, they have a COVID, we need to stay away. But you know, in this tough time, should have helping hands.
Yeah,
you
so
need to
that
help your family as well to get them out. That's
आप अपने precautions लेके as humans we should help others, and especially now because we have gone through, we know how difficult it is to bear this time and how to deal with this. So दूसरों को please demotivate मत करिए. जिनको COVID हुआ है उनको motivate करिए, उनको help करिए जितना आपसे possible हो पाए. Don't blame anything on anybody. जो blame game चलने लगता है कि तुम यहाँ गई थी तो तुम्हें COVID हो गया, तुम्हें वहाँ नहीं जाना चाहिए था. So that is very bad. That actually जो patient जो इस चीज़ को सफ़र कर रहा है उसके लिए बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है डील करना कि as it is उसको COVID है, उसको पता है, तो वो पैनिक है बट वो शो नहीं कर रहा है. और उस पर अगर constantly somebody is telling that तुम यहाँ नहीं जाती तो नहीं होता, यहाँ तो all that please better it is avoid, because see this can happen to anyone still. किसी को भी कहीं पे भी कभी भी हो सकता है, और हमें भी कैसे हुआ that is still we still don't know हमें कैसे हुआ. So we have to help and be a mental support to others, especially when this COVID thing happens. तो आप अगर physically किसी को support नहीं कर पा रहे हैं तो at least mentally और emotionally उसको support करिए. So that is the biggest takeaway that I had. And still the whole country, the whole nation, the whole world in fact is fighting. So together we are in this. Together we have to fight the whole thing unless and until the vaccine really proves the results. क्योंकि वैक्सीन का भी अभी कुछ पता नहीं है that कितना it is like how much successful it is. So let's see, let's just wait and watch. One more thing I wanted to just share here, that the whole COVID experience is very very mentally exhausting actually, and especially with us that happened because all four of us had COVID. And the worst part that we had was once my husband was tested positive and he was hospitalized. तो हम लोग अकेले ही अपना पूरा बैटल फाइट कर रहे थे. एंड दैट वाज द वर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ इट बिकॉज इमोशनली ही वाज अलोन एंड हियर ऑल थ्री ऑफ अस वर अलोन. एंड टिल द टाइम वी वर आल्सो नॉट we were not tested negative, we were still fighting.
A follow-up test was still
the follow-up test was pending. So we were still going through that whole COVID thing, or we were internally like body say from the physically we were totally broken, shaken, totally exhausted, totally we were so fatigued and we were so tired with everything. और plus ये mental trauma that we were going through. Anxiety बहुत होता है इसमें, the paranoia is too much. तो आप लोगों को whoever आगे के लिए मैं यही बोलूँगी that please avoid. और जब तक आपको नहीं हो रहा है you are the lucky ones कि आप लोग we are all lucky ones कि हमने 2021 देखा और we survived this whole COVID this क्या बोलते हैं इसको, this pandemic. Yeah, I mean see I'm so done with this word, the pandemic. But yeah, we are feeling very good now since everything is again okay. We are all together, my family is all four of us are together. My husband had a very tough battle, but then finally he's back home.
The main perspective COVID teaches you that your health is wealth. You need to take care of it.
Yeah, so please take care of your health, take care of your weight management is very important because कोविड में अगर ओबेसिटी है आपको तो देन द थिंग बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, क्योंकि आपको इतना ब्रेथलेसनेस होने लगेगा, इतना शॉर्टनेस ऑफ ब्रेथ होगा, सांस लेने में प्रॉब्लम होगी, फिर इस सिचुएशन को डील करना बहुत मुश्किल होगा. कॉन्स्टेंटली SpO2 अपने ऑक्सीजन को चेक करते रहिए. एंड दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. द फीवर, द टेम्परेचर, द पल्स रेट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. She was with mild symptoms, so once she recovered, it was all okay with her, all hunky dory, it was fine. She got back to, since she is very young, so she got back to her normal self very soon. But with me, because I had to, once my trauma got over, I had to fight another trauma which was going on in any case. And then once everything was normal, my husband was back home, my tests were pending. Whoever who is like 40 plus, who is into the 40s, उनके लिए post covid test होने बहुत ज़रूरी हैं, जिसमें there are few tests which are very important, क्योंकि कोविड कुछ भी कर सकता है बाद में, हम लोगों के लिए स्पेशली हुआ इन देयर 40s. बॉडी में कहीं पे भी इन्फ्लेमेशन हो सकता है, देयर कैन बी क्लॉटिंग एनीवेयर, देयर कैन बी अ ब्रेन फॉग इन द ब्रेन समवेयर सडनली.
Is it
So
post-COVID?
yeah, inflammation of the lungs and all that. So the post-COVID tests are very important. The important tests are interleukin 6. There is a test called D-dimer. Then there is the antibody test, which actually measures कि आपके कितना antibody है, so that कितने दिनों तक आप safe रहेंगे इस वायरस से. बट ये कुछ कह नहीं सकते. It is not 100% proven कि एक बार आपको कोविड हो जाए तो दोबारा नहीं होगा.
Exactly.
That is not still sure. So in any case, even we have
Still
to get
need
the
to
vaccine.
follow the precautions.
No, even we have to
Still.
get the vaccine shot done. ऐसा नहीं है कि हमने like we have suffered कोविड तो हमें वैक्सीन शॉट की ज़रूरत नहीं है, हमें भी वैक्सीन की ज़रूरत है. बट वो एंटीबॉडी टेस्ट ये मेजर बता देता है दैट पैरामीटर इज देयर दैट कितना एंटीबॉडी है. So that's a very important test that needs to be done. Apart from that, just stay safe, be positive in this journey. It can happen to anybody. अमीर गरीब,
This COVID doesn't discriminate to
like
anyone. Doesn't
अमीर गरीब के
discriminate
अलावा
anyone.
whoever like वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल, हाउस वाइफ, बैठे बैठे लोगों को घर पे हो गया है, एनीबडी, इट कैन हैपन टू एनीबडी. सो आप लोग अगर सेफ हैं अभी तक तो प्लीज स्टे सेफ फर्दर ऑल्सो. And yeah, so that's our journey we wanted to share, and it was quite a long pending thing which we were unable to do since there was so much going on in the family. Now everything is fine. So thank you, and thank you to listening to us, and please like, share and subscribe, that we forget to say always. And take care everybody, stay safe.